In a military community like Bay County, we see them every day. Military spouses and children who go to the same grocery stores, the same parks, the same schools.
But what we may not see are the everyday struggles that come along with the military lifestyle. As News 13's Erica Orstad tells us in part one of her two-part series, Families in Motion. There are problems that go way further than inside the home.
Mrs. Heather Piddington is a teacher at Tyndall Elementary School. When she's not writing lesson plans or getting her classroom ready for a day of teaching, she's here with her own family, which she says started out a bit different.
We don't have what one would call a typical marriage.
After saying I do, she said I'll go. Her husband is in the Air Force.
We got married in Tampa, and then 3 months later we moved to Japan. We were there for 4 years.
8 years and 3 moves later, they're here in Panama City, stationed at Tyndall Air Force Base. Heather says while every move is different, one thing never changes.
Fear of, well, now what?
Picking up everything and moving somewhere new, finding a house, good schools for the kids, and of course, a job.
That's a fear that spouses have that maybe, an employer may not want to employ me because they see gaps or they think I'm not going to be a long-term employee.
The job search is stressful enough for anyone, but for military spouses, it can be exceptionally difficult.
Do employers want to invest in something or someone who can't stay for very long?
Cindy Arnell is also an active Air Force member spouse.
It is our life. That's all we know, is to do something for a little bit and then move again.
She says the constant moving shapes exceptional skills for organizing, planning ahead, and leadership, something potential employers often don't get the chance to see.
It's frustrating sometimes when employers don't take a second look just because of the military spouse name or brand that follow us.
For Tori Hodenshield, who's moved with her active Air Force husband 4 times, it's something she knows all too well.
I felt like, people looked at my short amount of times that I put on a resume and they didn't understand maybe why I wasn't there for a longer amount of time.
Shuffling resumes to the side and giving the job to someone else. According to the Department of Defense, military spouse unemployment is at 24%, over 6 times higher than the national unemployment rate.
A lot of people depend on those dual incomes as we move from place to place.
Colonel Brian Laidlaw, commander at Tyndall Air Force Base, says the problem is becoming bigger and bigger. The stress sometimes too much for military members and their families. Spouses agree.
I know that the active duty spouse members feel the strain that it is put on their families.
A strain on families is putting a strain on service members and the military as a whole. Nearly half of all active duty military members consider their spouse's employment opportunities when deciding to stay or leave the military. And the Department of Defense is taking notice of this, making military spouses and families a priority, starting in the communities they live in.
They will look at communities' ability to do that and ability to take spouses as they evaluate communities for future missions.
Now, coming up on News 13 at 10, part 2 of Families in Motion, we'll take a look at how Bay County leaders are working with our bases to support military families and how those solutions are building a stronger national defense from the inside out.